Hey guys, welcome to Jaxbeautifulyou. Today's video we're going to be doing a declutter. So not too long ago I did a video showing you guys 17 perfumes that were on the chopping block. I have tested those fragrances out some more. I have played with them and determined which ones are staying and which ones are going. So these are the ones that are definitely leaving my collection. And honestly, I don't think any of these perfumes are bad, except for one kind of turned a little weird on me, but for the most part, these are all pretty good perfumes, but I'm just getting super picky. I only want loves in my collection, and if they're not getting reached for and they're not getting worn, I don't have room for them. Obviously, I'm going to keep bringing new perfumes into my collection, so only the strong survive. Only the best of the best stay in the collection. So yeah, we're doing a good old-fashioned declutter today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail today. I really appreciate you being here. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I truly appreciate you. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Every single time I do a declutter, someone always asks me if I am selling these or if I'm giving them away, if I list these perfumes. So some of these will be on my Mercari. I'll leave it listed in the description box if you're interested. And then some of them I give away. And this first one I've already passed on to someone else, and so it's not available. It's out of my collection as we speak. It went to a better home. This is a perfume that I actually really liked a lot, but I just didn't quite get to the point where I loved it. This is by Givenchy, and this is L'Interdit, the Eau de Parfum. So I still have L'Interdit Rouge, and that one I love and I'm keeping, and that is my preferred version of L'Interdit. This one is one that I really liked. L'Interdit Eau de Parfum was amazing for lasting. The quality is exceptional, and I think it's one of the better designer fragrances that you can spend your money on. And you can usually find it at a discount at this point. I don't think you have to pay full price. You can probably find it on the gray market at discounted prices. So really it is a perfume that I do recommend if this is your cup of tea. It's a white floral fragrance. It has a lot of tuberose, so it has pear, bergamot, tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine, there's some patchouli, there's some vetiver in there as well, and there's some vanilla and ambroxan. So yeah, it's a beautiful, elegant, classy, sophisticated, grown up white floral fragrance that I really strongly liked, but every time I wore it I didn't love it, and I found myself really struggling to reach for it. And it's one of those white floral fragrances that I really wanted to wear in the cold weather months because it is such a strong performing perfume that I always found myself wanting to wear it in winter. But every time I would go to wear it, I would always find something else that I wanted to wear instead, and I ended up just realizing I need to pass it on to a better home. So Givenchy's L'Interdit, the Eau de Parfum, is gone from my collection. This next one is by Lattafa, and this is one that I blind bought. And I really liked it at first when I first got it. This is Honor and Glory. Yeah, like I said, I got this, I sprayed it, and I was like, oh, I love the pineapple in here. It smells so good. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it a few times. I'm gonna introduce it to oxygen. I'm gonna let it settle. And usually whenever I do that, I go back to the perfume and find that I like it even more than I did when I first got it because it had time to oxidize. But this is one of those perfumes that seem to get worse with time for me. And I'm not sure what it is in here that I don't love. There's something that smells incredibly musky in here to me, and I don't think that there's musk listed on Fragrantica, but they don't always get it right. There's moss listed as well, and that kind of makes sense. It's very mossy, musky, in a way that I just don't like. And the last time I wore this, it smelled really kind of masculine on me, and I just didn't enjoy it. So that juicy pineapple I got in the beginning and the creme brulee that I got in the beginning, it's not as prominent as it was. It's kind of toned down, and now that musky, mossy dry down is just so overpowering. I don't like it. So this went from a like to nope, this isn't for me. So that's okay. I know some people really have been enjoying this, and I do think the performance is pretty decent on this as well. So if this is your cup of tea, I do think this is a pretty decent quality perfume, and also the bottle is pretty nice as well. So this is a nice perfume that I recommend you check out because it's a affordable fragrance, and I think it's good quality, but the scent just doesn't suit my taste. So that is by Lattafa Honor and Glory. All right, the other one is also by Lattafa. This one I really struggled to declutter because it's so odd. I really love the way this smells, but I don't like to wear it. This is by Lattafa Ameer Al Oud, and this is definitely a cold weather fragrance. This is a winter fragrance, but the days that we had here in South Carolina that were cold, they just weren't cold enough. I know people who live in the South, people who live in South Carolina, they're like, oh, it gets so cold here. What are you talking about? But I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I know what real cold is, okay? It does not get that cold here. I mean, it is cold, but not as cold as the temperatures that I'm used to growing up in. And I feel like I need that kind of environment in order to wear this, just personally for me. It's so strong. It smells like By the Fireplace a little bit. It's that same DNA, but there are a lot of differences in here for me. I don't really like to wear By the Fireplace. I think it's too masculine. It's too smoky. This one is a more unisex, less smoky, in my opinion, less smoky, sweeter, more sugary, vanillic version of By the Fireplace, and I really liked it. But I just can't wear it. I want my house to smell like this in the wintertime. I want a candle that smells like this, and I want that feeling in the wintertime, but I just don't enjoy this when I wear it. I don't know why, but I think it smells really good when I smell it. It's super odd, but anyway, I'm not reaching for it. It's just sitting here, and there are so many other people that could probably enjoy this a lot more than me. This needs love, okay? And about the smoky thing, let's go back to that. I have had a few comments of people saying that this was smoky on them. One person said it was like a smoke bomb on them. So just keep that in mind. That is not how my brain interprets this scent, but I think some people do, because there is oud in here and it is very woody, and to me it's more of like a hot woodiness than an actual smokiness. To me it smells more like a sound. I almost said sauna. Sauna is what we call it in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We call it sauna up there, but the rest of the world, the rest of the world calls it sauna. So it smells like the wood that gets really hot in a sauna, or a sauna if you're from the UP. But anyway, this is a really good fragrance. I really like it, but I just can't wear it. So I'm going to pass it along. That is by Lattafa Ameer Al Oud. All right, this next one is kind of heartbreaking. I'm just going to do it though, because I think I've worn this twice in the over a year I've had this fragrance, and I just don't wear it. But I do love this. I'm not even going to smell it because I'm not going to change my mind. This is by Chanel, and this is Coco Noir. I absolutely love the way this smells, but this is so sophisticated, grown up, formal, serious. I just don't find an occasion to wear this. And this isn't the type of perfume that I would wear on an everyday basis. I don't go to the office, you know what I mean? Maybe if I was a CEO of a company or something like that, or I had like a place I was going that was actually, I wore business attire and I was, you know, in that kind of environment, I could see wearing this to work. But I'm a dental hygienist, so I don't know, wearing Coco Noir just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. I try to keep my fragrances real light and to myself so that I'm not suffocating my patients. And I just feel like this would be a bit much for the dental hygiene scene, and it's a little too serious for me. So anyway, I love the way it smells, but I just can't seem to find the time, the right occasion to wear this perfume. And so yeah, I'm just gonna pass it to somebody else, because this is a beautiful fragrance that deserves love and attention. And my husband despises this fragrance. So when we go out, you know, if we're going to go out to like some formal dinner or something, I never pick this, because I wear perfumes for me, but he's my best friend and the love of my life and my partner. And of course I want to smell good to him. You know what I mean? I want him to think I smell good. So I'm not going to wear this when I'm with him. So anyway, I'm just going to pass it along. So this is by Chanel Coco Noir, unfortunately. All right, I told you guys I was going to get rid of some similar perfumes that smell like Gentle Fluidity Gold and just get Gentle Fluidity Gold because that's the one that I actually love and the one that I actually want to wear. So I did order Gentle Fluidity Gold and it's on the way to me now as we speak. I don't have it yet, but it's on its way to me. But the first one that I'm going to go ahead and pass on is by Juliana's Perfumes, and this is Liquid Gold, which is a fantastic dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold. And I really do think this is a good dupe. It's just, I just wanted the real thing. You know what I mean? I just wanted the real thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along. But as far as dupes go, this is one of the best dupes I think I've ever tried. So that is by Juliana's Perfumes Liquid Gold. And then this is a really good dupe as well, in my opinion. This is more of a dupe for Mancera's Roses Vanille. This is by Zara, and this is Rose Gourmand. This is a fantastic dupe. But I just know that once I get Gentle Fluidity Gold, I'm never going to reach for this. Not that they're the same. They're definitely different. There are absolute differences between Gentle Fluidity Gold and Rose Gourmand and Roses Vanille. Definitely differences, but they all kind of give me the same feel. And the one that I really genuinely truly love is Gentle Fluidity Gold. So I don't know why I have all these other ones. You know what I mean? It seems very repetitive to me personally. That sweet kind of jammy rose, even though MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold doesn't have that, it doesn't have rose in it, it has juniper berries, but it still gives off that same kind of scent profile to my nose, but it's way smoother and just so much better in my opinion. So yeah, I really do like this one. I think this is a fantastic affordable dupe, but there's no need for me to keep this anymore. It has served its purpose. It's time to move on. So that is by Zara, Rose Gourmand. And then the one that kind of smells, it's in the similar DNA family, but it definitely has its own scent profile. This is by Montale, and this is Ristretto Intense Cafe. This is that sweet, sugary, jammy rose, but lots and lots of coffee in here. That's what I used to love about this. I still do. I love the coffee and the rose combo. I think it's a really delicious and amazing combo that I used to crave during the fall. But this past fall and winter, anytime I went to go try to wear this, I was not enjoying it. And it's gotten so strong and so loud and so screechy almost. Like there's something in here that almost smells a little metallic to me, which is something I find in a lot of Montale fragrances. The only Montale I have left is Chocolate Greedy, which I just recently wore just to make sure that I still love that one, and I still love that one. That one's going absolutely nowhere. I still love Chocolate Greedy. Montales and Mancera's, I'm really kind of struggling with those these days. The only Mancera I have left is Tonka Cola, which that one's going nowhere because I absolutely love the fizzy Tonka Cola vibe. But anyway, this one, Ristretto Intense Cafe, used to be a full-on love. Like we're talking a contender for top 10 for life perfume at one point for me. And now I just don't enjoy it at all. Isn't that crazy how that works? Isn't it just nuts how drastically our taste can change? So that is by Montale Ristretto Intense Cafe. Okay, this next one took me way too long to decide to declutter. I went back and forth. And finally I realized, okay, I was putting way too much time and energy into this fragrance. If I still can't decide that I love it, then I don't love it. You know what I mean? If it's not making my eyes roll in the back of my head and I'm just not super excited to wear it, and if I have to keep sniffing it over and over again to try to decide how I feel about it, then it's not a love. And that's just how it goes. Okay, I need to stop playing games here. It's not a love. If I'm going to be cutthroat, then I need to be cutthroat, you know? So this one's going. This is by Xerjoff, and this is Ouverture. And I haven't had this one for very long, but every time I go to wear it, it's like I don't want to. It's like I have to force myself to wear it. I find it to be an incredibly interesting fragrance though, and I do think it's worth checking out because it is super unique. And this was one of the toughest perfumes that I've ever had that I had to really try to figure out what I was smelling. I really struggled with figuring out what this smells like. It was very hard to explain, and I just couldn't seem to quite wrap my head around it. I know I get a lot of the orange. I know I get a lot of the fig. I know I get a lot of woody notes in here, especially in the dry down. This is beautiful. Like when I smell this, I like it. It is a like, but it is so difficult for me to wear, and there's just something in here that that is just holding me back. I don't absolutely love it. I'm kind of bummed because I wish I did, but I don't. So, you know what? My collection is, I don't have time for this, you know? I don't have time for this. I have more perfumes on their way to me now as we speak. I don't want my collection to get out of hand, so if I just don't absolutely love it, it's going. So this is Xerjoff Ouverture. All right, up next we have by Dora. This is Broceliande. This one was tough for me too. I wore this a couple more times just to make sure. I want to declutter this because this is also a very strong like. I think it is a super unique fragrance, and I've really never smelled anything quite like it. But every time I wear it, I always think the same thing. I really like this. That's it. I really like it. There's lime in here, and there's some sesame in here as well, which makes it super fun. Yeah, and when I smell it, it smells really, really good off the cap. But I don't love it. So I really like it though. I do recommend checking it out, especially if you like lime fragrances, like a summertime gourmand lime fragrances. If you love sesame in your perfumes, if you want something unique that you will not smell like anyone else, that's unisex, check it out. It's worth checking out. But I'm just never going to reach for this over all the other perfumes that I absolutely love. So this is by Dora Broceliande. All right, the last one to go is kind of sad for me. This one I really went back and forth with as well. I thought it might just be that I wasn't in the mood for it because I was really in the mood for my fall winter fragrances. I had this intense moment of just wanting nothing but gourmands, nothing but my warm, spicy, and my gourmands. But now the weather's already starting to get warm here. Today it's like 76 degrees outside, and the real feel is 81. I went out for a run this morning and I could not believe how warm it was outside, and it's January here in South Carolina, but it's warm, and I don't know if we're gonna get back to cold days or if this is it. We're just back to warm days. I don't really know, but anyway, it's warm here today. I actually had to put my air conditioning on and it's January. So anyway, the point of me telling you that is because I can feel myself leaving that mood of my fall winter fragrances. I'm definitely over winter, and I'm kind of getting sick of gourmands. Oh my gosh, can you believe I just said that? But this happens to me every year. I get intensely obsessed with gourmands, and then when I start to get in the mood for spring, I lose all desire for gourmands and I just want my spring fragrances. So I thought that I would be more in the mood for this fragrance, but the last couple of times I've worn it, I'm just not into it. I'm just not feeling it. So this is by YSL, and this is Mon Paris, and this is the Eau de Parfum. This is a fruity patchouli fragrance. It's very feminine, it's sweet, and it's one that I really have enjoyed wearing in previous spring. It's not spring, okay? I know it's not spring, but it feels like spring and I'm in the mood for spring, so I'm craving my spring fragrances now. So this is a perfume that I have enjoyed when I've wanted to wear spring fragrances. Hopefully that makes sense. When I wear it, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? I'm just not feeling it. It's really pretty. It's really nice, and it has really, really good performance. It lasts all day on me. So good bang for your buck. I know you can definitely find this fragrance on discounted websites. So good bang for your buck. It's a good quality fragrance, but it's just not doing a thing for me. It's really pretty, but it's kind of boring me at this point, and I think I had my time with it. So I'm going to pass this one on to someone else. So this is YSL Mon Paris, the Eau de Parfum. Alright guys, that's just a quick little video I wanted to do to show you the perfumes that will be leaving my collection. These are the ones that didn't make the cut. So let me know in the comment section what you think of these fragrances. Have you tried them? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? And have you decluttered any perfumes recently? And also, have you had a perfume that you used to absolutely love that you're just not feeling anymore? And if so, let me know what it is in the comment section. I absolutely love to hear from you guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!